really advertise. There's been some articles out. There was a lot of buzz in the beginning, but we all have businesses and jobs, and we just haven't been able to make it a focus during the summer months while we've all been farming. But supporting members, we have 11 right now. They've contributed $275 membership fees. Backyard members, people who are renting the junior, we have 9. 2 of these are farming at a commercial scale and would probably use the larger trailer once it was available. They've contributed $585 in membership fees and $300 in day use fees. And recently, a backyard member rented it again to about 30 birds for her food business center. And her email, she said, I'm so thankful that we have this option. It makes things so much easier. And we've been getting a lot of really positive feedback by people renting gear. A lot of renters will use equipment 2 or more times in the season. And we have we rented it junior 6 times this year with 5 more scheduled, and new memberships kind of come into my mailbox all the time. Commercial members, which is the 4 founding farms right now, partly it's because it's a huge, the trailer is a big liability, and so we really have to be careful about our contracts and before we can rent it out, and we just haven't developed that fully yet, but we hope to for next season. So we've gathered $862 in rental use fees for the season, with at least another $300 expected. So far, all the money we've accumulated is going back into the equipment and developing it and making it better. I guess just as one of the primary users of the Avital this season, I can say that it really helps us provide a better quality product, and I feel like it's safer for our customers and it's safer for us, the processors, to have that cleaner environment. It's very contained, you're warm, you're not getting cold from being out in the wind all day. Good lighting, you can work late into the night, which often happens. And then in terms of how this relates to the Health Commission, I think supporting the work of the Humboldt Poultry Cooperative is really key in terms of food security for our Humboldt County, just developing this poultry market. This is just the beginning. I mean, this is so small, 30 members or something, but this is the stepping stone, because we can prove that we have the demand and that we have the growers who want to grow chicken and make it easier for those people to grow, to produce chicken. We can, eventually have a bigger facility, a certified facility, and may even be able to get pasture poultry who mainly raise chicken into stores, into the restaurants. Maybe I can sit in now a little bit. I work for the University of California Cooperative Extension. We're down at the Agriculture Center, and I've been, answering questions and trying to be supportive as part of our mission is education and research. And so there probably been 5 years ago now when she started getting all this together and trying to find resources around the state. It's been kind of, difficult really to find people doing this. There is one other trailer that's not as far along as this situation. It's parked in a guy's barn in Placerville somewhere, but there's several people using it, and we thought it was going to be the model, but they've gone beyond that quickly. So some of the things we're talking about now, trying to help this move along, is a sanitation course for the farmers that are going to be using the trailer. And since, the California Department of Food and Ag doesn't really have a standard protocol for they call it the niche market. Yeah, but there is, of course, a heck of a lot of information out there, and as we see David said, on processing, sanitation, and the HACCP program and everything. And so what locally we kind of like to do is kind of pair up maybe part of the same course that restaurant managers have to take, and then add the poultry specific to it, so that so they can be assured that when they're renting and stuff, especially the commercial ones, that they've gone through this class. And, I think that's a really good goal and a safeguard for them to have. So to do that is pretty standard and some point if they don't get required anyway. For restaurants, as you all know, they have to have at least one person who's certified at the restaurant at any given time for however many workers you have or people in the kitchen. So that could kind of be a similar model that we can create. And then the other thing is the business structure and some of the economics and the challenge of making it profitable. And so I'm bringing up Tim Kuntz from the Center for Cooperative Development, and we have a date in December where we're putting together a workshop for the poultry group to really hammer out some of the issues around those economics. And they pick these numbers of renting it per day, and this, you know, this was the first trial year, but is that going to maintain this trailer? And so there's a lot of nitty-gritty little details of the business evolution that I'm hoping to help them with, and the cooperative structure and ownership. One thing I'd like to clarify is that we're calling ourselves a cooperative because really ideally where we want to be legally, and it's how we run it fairly. But we're officially an LLC, and the reason why we did that right off the bat is A, we wanted a bank account, and that was the only way to do it quickly, and B, none of us had a clue how to write all the paperwork and all the bylaws and all that stuff for a cooperative. Huge learning curve for us, which if anybody wants to offer any advice, we are definitely open to it. But we really want to be, we want to develop that experience. That's kind of our goal. For farmers, and getting this thing off the ground this year, just getting the insurance and the bank account. So it's